talks with Philly.
Feels a little formal.
Do you have the dirt filter on?
Yeah, you got the dirt filter on?
That's TED Talk with Philly.
Do a lot of conversations about our bowel movements. It's important. We just met the rest of these bike tours at the
So this is
Tashkent.
What's the main topic of conversation
Bowel
on your night out?
Bowel movements.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because you can never ever be in a group of people that you've just met and talk about your shit and it be completely acceptable. Like Ed was right in on it.
Ed and I got in on it right away. So
Yeah.
He brought it up. Started with the missing shoes.
Start with the
Yeah, backstory is wicked guy Ed, who we've been following on Instagram for quite a while, managed to lose a shoe in the long drop when going to the toilet. And actually the night before meeting him, we had a conversation about how on earth do you lose a shoe?
Basically, Ed told me that he takes his pants right off before going to the bathroom. So then, yeah, so he doesn't poop on his shorts or his pants. So he takes his shoes off, takes his pants off, puts his shoes back on, and then goes to poop.
Why is it called a long drop? Because most
drop.
of them are like not long. There's a pile like just below the edge.
Just bordering the edge.
Just below the edge.
Don't look down.
Philly and I saw like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's like
They're incredibly
It's
tall.
amazing.
It's like not wide.
There's like a termite.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. It's easy to talk about shit when you're bike touring.
I find it one of the most difficult things on bike touring. Not when I'm out wild camping. That's absolutely fine. But
Oh look, here we got a dude. He's running. This is gonna be part of it.
perfect. Wow. This is
Maybe he just
is bike touring.
Hello.
I think he's in trouble.
Go, go, go. Keep going.
You got it.
Good.
What's going on?
Never a dull moment.
Whoa.
Assalamu alaikum.
Go, go, go.
I think he stole his fish. I looked at it was a fish because he was dripping, whatever
You think
it
it
was.
was a fish?
Whatever his bag was, it was dripping.
Oh, this guy's giving up.
No. He's not
Keep
giving
running.
up, is he?
Are they really that outfit?
The other guy's a better
The
runner.
other guy.
I never expected in my life to be in Uzbekistan, sitting around a camera and watching some random dude run past us
Chase some other guy with a bag with something.
with like a bag of something getting chased by another dude. It's kind of crazy.
There's never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment.
Wow. Where were we?
I didn't expect to even be bike touring, let alone be this far into a bike like last
So
year.
actually, this is a question that someone asked that I'd love a nice little explanation about. Is what made you want to cycle around the world, or in your case, you started from Italy and cycled to Kyrgyzstan.
Well, we did our first cycle tour because of our friend Robin.
Hey,
Ronnie and
Robin.
I. Hi, Robin. You're the inspiration.
Nice.
He had this crazy idea about going to Kyrgyzstan on bikes. And at first it sounded kind of ridiculous. I mean, even just bike touring sounded ridiculous. And then he just basically decided he was going to try to do it. And then Bonnie and I had called him the one time. And we're like, hey, what do you think? Would it be a good idea if we came along too? And he was just like beyond stoked. So it kind of came up the idea, and then we were talking about it a little bit. And then I asked Jesse if he wanted to do it, and he thought it sounded like a pretty cool idea. So then he came to Italy, and then Bonnie and I got deported somewhat. So then we ended up going back to Canada, and then we found Miguel and asked him if he was on board with doing this trip, and he said he wanted to do it too.
And let's just be clear here, none of you cycled before, really. Okay, Cody and Bonnie had done a short tour through Italy,
Yeah.
but no one's cyclists. If you aren't cyclists, would you think it's a good idea?
Sounds like a good time.
And it's cheap.
It's affordable.
Cheap.
It's the only way to travel, really.
Yeah, you can't travel for like 4 months on this amount of money.
No.
No.
Any other way.
It's cheaper to bike tour than it is to live in Canada.
Yeah.
Big time.
So we didn't really know any of this though. Like realistically, it just seemed like a cool adventure. Like going to Kyrgyzstan, it's like, where's Kyrgyzstan? And Like, we're going through all these countries. Like, I have no idea what any of these countries are. Like,
really know
going
what we
into
were
it, like,
doing.
I don't know, it feels like pure exploration. We don't know about any of this stuff. We don't know what the cultures are like. We don't know, like, the amount of things that you get to just, like, you know, the possibilities of exploration are huge.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter whether or not, whether it's on a bike or whatever. It was just like, cool, this is a cool adventure. And like, no, we're not cyclists. We know how to ride bikes, so you just...
It can't be that hard.
Can't be that hard.
It wasn't that hard.
Realistically, it wasn't.
And it wasn't.
One day at a time.
It wasn't.
Attitude. Like sometimes the road makes it hard, but not the actual side.
It's not that hard. Like, it's hard, but it's not that hard.
These are all places that you never even heard of.
Yeah.
A lot of these places.
I don't know, like Montenegro. Like, I did not know Montenegro was a place. And you go there, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of mountains here. And then you go to Croatia and Albania, and yeah, all mountains as well. And now I know there's mountains everywhere. I didn't realize there was mountains everywhere, but now I know there are.
Have you ridden up them?
Every time you buy something to save yourself time, you're not really saving time. Now you got to go to work to pay for that time to save. But then bike touring was the exact flip. Like, I'm not buying a train ticket. I'm gonna get there slow as hell, but it was affordable, and I've gained my time back.
Right. For me, one of the first questions I always ask is best camp spot, worst camp spot.
Pag was one of our best camp spots.
Where we paid that guy.
We paid that guy a couple euros
In Croatia.
to just shut up and let us camp near his house. Man, that was a nice camp spot.
Yeah.
Super nice sunset, nice still water, salty beach. It was really cool. That was the first time we made pasta with seawater.
So salty.
You just
like,
eat the pasta
and it's
right
like-
out of the pot with no sauce or nothing. It was just,
Really?
it was good.
One of the best campsites for me, I think we're in Georgia, Rory. And
Hi, Rory.
hi, Rory.
Hi, Rory.
Hey, Rory.
And with green ferns everywhere, cows in the
All
morning.
those berries.
Berries?
Yeah, there was
Blackberries.
lots of
Remember all the
That was like my
blackberries?
birthday. When you wished me happy birthday.
Yeah.
That
That we did.
It was just beautiful, serene. The worst camp spot was
Yes, this is what I really want to know.
the
Yeah,
worst
right.
camp spot the day that I had the tunnel flu.
This
Or
is
like
Christian
sore.
tunnel.
Christian tunnel.
We need to just quickly explain the Christian tunnel flu.
We're in Cappadocia. We were exploring the underground cities.
Christian tunnels.
Christian tunnels.
So this is where these tunnels where the Christians were hiding from Muslim people.
Yes.
In these tunnels. So there's these cities like all the way down.
Yes.
7 floors
Seven
down.
floors down.
Cody
So
and I
we're-
had adventured down there, and then we did the normal route. We kind of followed the crowd, and then when we left, we were like to the boys, bring head torches and just go. And they took it to the next level.
What did you do?
we were crawling through little passages. We're moving
There's like
great
metal
through,
gates
like,
on everything, but they're not like fastened to
Nothing's
anything. So you
fastened.
just pull them off and go where all these metal gates are.
We're like crawling, like army crawling through tiny tunnels. And,
Like undisturbed for centuries,
Days.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Days.
Undisturbed for at least days.
Yeah.
Maybe.
People hadn't been there for hours.
And then we all started getting sick.
we got it first.
We think
We were first point of contact.
Number 3s.
Number 3.
exhaustion. So that was hitting these guys when we were in Turkey, and then it hit Cody, and then I guess hit me in Georgia.
It was like a domino effect.
But when it hit me, we're in Georgia. There was dogs to begin with, a pack of dogs. That's already. It was the cops. The cops were the problem. They
Bus.
were like doing laps in the campground, in the car park.
The campground.
Campground, aka car park.
Car park. Doing burnouts and there's sirens going off like woo all
The
night.
story about the dog. Oh.
That was a good campsite though.
That was a good campsite.
That
So it was a good campsite. It was just the
Campsite.
yeah.
There was a friendly dog at the campsite. This was in Turkey, and the farmers were coming. So Jesse, I guess you thought you'd be courteous and pick up your poop tickets.
Yeah, I shit tickets.
Watch language.
Oh,
Can't say shit.
poop tickets.
Poop tickets.
That's why you said poop tickets. And when I got there, to my surprise, my poop was gone. And I was like, what the heck? So I picked up my poop tickets. And I came back and I was like, you know, surprised. I wanted to let everyone else know. My poop had disappeared. So I told Bonnie my poop's gone. And she was like, that's weird. Whatever. We all kind of laughed about it. And then Cody was putting his tent out into the sun to dry. He's got this tent out and Bonnie's helping him out, and then she looks at the ground and she's like, realizes there's poop vomit all around the campsite.
Dogs.
His dog had come sometime in the middle of the night and just like, or in the morning, and ate my poop and then puked it around the campsite.
All around the campsite.
That's nice.
At least you didn't see the dog eat it. That day we were with Rory, emergency poop, okay?
The emergency poop.
Yeah, so I'm like right beside my bike. I barely had time to get off, and I take like a little poop, like my initial poop, and then I watch it move because I wasn't at a good spot. So then I move over like 25 feet, and I go down to finish, and I look over, and there's these two dogs that just walk up, and this dog goes right to my poop pile.
Oh.
And then I just said, no, don't do it, don't do it. He just goes right up to it, he just starts slurping it up. And then I was like, oh, that dog's gonna be sick.
That dog's gonna be sick.
Right. Can I give you some quick fire questions? First one is, when do you come to Portugal?
Alright, Favas.
That name.
It's going to be at least 2.5 years because Bonnie's currently banned from the EU.
Story there. Okay, what do you guys think is the Canadian stereotype?
Maple syrup.
Saying A, I think that people think we say A, that we're all friendly, which is a lie because Jesse's horrible.
The question is the Canadian stereotype real? You know, the meme that they say, always say sorry and stuff.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
should say
sorry.
that
say
quite
sorry a
often.
lot.
We do
Actually,
say
yeah,
sorry
we do
quite a
say
bit.
sorry quite a lot.
And they are really, really, really nice. Canadians just can't be offensive to anyone apart from Jesse. And great question. Many people have asked, why is Cody and everyone else cycling with a ski pole?
Oh, they hold our bikes up.
Also defend against dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wild
Dog
dogs.
defense.
Dog
Dog defense
defense.
in
Jousting.
Turkey and Greece and all those other places with big dogs. Dog defense. What else? It's
These-
light.
It's light,
It's strong.
compact.
It's compact. I mean, I can't say enough good things about the ski poles.
And is he a snowboarder? And actually, yes, he is.
I'm a snowboarder.
Yeah.
Jesse's a snowboarder. Bonnie is, and so is Miguel. All of us.
All of us are snowboarders.
Standing sideways since 1990.
So thanks for Roxy and Tommy on the road for that question.
Aww. Hey, Roxy.
Hi, Roxy. Hi, Tommy. Hey, Roxy.
See you in Kyrgyzstan!
See you soon. Do they snowboard?
No, I think they're probably skiers.
Oh.
My guess.
Nice.
Let us know.
That's my guess.
Tips on how to take care of long hair / a beard on the road.
Don't.
Get your girlfriend
Don't wash
to do
it.
You heard it here.
Don't wash it ever. Only comb when it's necessary.
If
Braids.
not.
Braids.
Lots of braids.
Braids.
Get a
Braids.
girlfriend who can
Braids.
braid your hair so it's never tangled.
Yeah.
Or braid your hair.
Girl, I've never seen you with a braid.
I
So
don't
long
braid.
enough.
What do you do?
Just let it go.
Let her bop.
Just beachy waves
Beachy
all the
waves.
way.
Two waves.
Yeah. That's the best.
Surfer vibes.
That's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
From Burma's, hello Helen. Who's the biggest cheese fan here?
Miguel.
Man, Miguel loves cheese.
Oh, yeah.
He's been sad ever
His
since we
cheese
got to
sucks
to Uzbekistan. He's like, "Where's the cheese?"
Every
No more
day.
cheese.
Italy
No
at
cheese.
least, or not Italy, Turkey
Turkey.
has some decent cheese still.
Would you visit the cheese shop in Burford, which is my hometown? They've got the Burford, the Cotswold cheese shop. Would you visit it?
If I was there,
We're
probably,
there.
yeah.
There you go, Helen.
Might as well, I'm already there.
All right, and then quick fire question. What's your favourite cheese joke?
I just like eating cheese, I don't need to make jokes about it.
Cheese is no joke.
Cheese is serious.
It's no laughing matter.
Oh, I want
Where do
more.
they usually live in Canada?
Oh, we live in BC now, in Nelson, small city called Nelson. But we grew up in Manitoba, southern Manitoba, with Miguel, and he still lives there.
I guess I kind of live there. I'm homeless
Most of the time.
most of the time, living on the road,
Living on the road.
Road people.
so
I'd like to clarify, I'm not Canadian. I don't.
Australia.
Okay, favourite piece of kit that you've brought with you?
My bike.
Bite is helpful.
Nice.
My chair
Your
that I'm sitting on
chair.
currently.
And
Yeah.
the foam thing that goes under your mattress.
Yeah, that's been nice.
That can make anywhere a sleepable place.
That's nice. What solar panels
yeah.
have
We
you got?
got the
Yours
big
are
blues.
Big
pretty,
blue.
Big blues.
pretty impressive.
Yeah,
Tell us
big
about
blues
those.
are great. Get them from Uncle Jeff. That's
Jeff?
where we bought them.
AKA Amazon.
And they're like 28 watts. Plug in 2 things. It's great.
What?
Phone holder on your bike. It's huge.
Oh yeah.
Is there a piece of kit that you didn't bring that you've maybe seen someone else have that you'd like?
Yeah, they're multi-tool.
Yeah,
Really
Your
multi-tool.
multi-tool's fucking sick.
Toe Peak Alien 2? Multi-tool, I believe.
Clothes washing apparatus.
Oh yeah, I've got a nice scrubber bag.
Scrubber
Highly
bag's
recommend.
pretty cool. Did you get that from Uncle Jeff?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
Yeah.
Smaller bike pump.
Oh yeah, the bike
Smaller
pump.
bike
I've got
pump, a more effective bike pump.
Toe Peak Morph bike pump, which is pretty good. Really small, pretty light, and it's basically like a decent foot pump.
Marathon Pro tires, and they've been good. I haven't had a single puncture.
Yeah, extra tire was pretty handy.
Yeah.
We've had a few times where an extra tire was actually pretty handy.
Are you going to bike tour again?
Yeah.
Never.
Definitely. Definitely.
We go?
Probably.
I just won't do it on 26-inch wheels again, though. That's
No,
for sure.
definitely not.
Yes, so tell
That's
us
for
about
sure.
that. Can you please explain?
We were told that 26-inch wheels are the way to go once you get out of Europe because nobody else in this world has anything other than 26-inch wheels, which was wrong, just flat out wrong. Because all these different bikes that we see, even the single-speed bikes,
You know, old bikes.
old ones, really old.
Like they've had 28-inch wheels before Europe did.
Like really,
It seems
everybody's
that way.
using the 28-inch wheels or 700C
Yeah.
or whatever. But
Yeah.
like we learned recently, which I didn't know before, that the rim size for a 700C, a 28, and a 29 is the same. So if you've got the space or the clearance for it in your bike, you can fit any of those 3 tires on that one rim. And it's such a common rim that you can find spokes for it, you can find outers for it, you can find hubs for it. It's all around. But the 26s, especially in Europe, super hard to find parts for because nobody has them. It was hard to find the bikes. It was expensive to buy the tires because they're less common.
Specialty.
They're specialty tires now, and the spokes are hard to find.
And then the tires are hard to find. Now
Yeah.
that we're even out here, it's hard to find.
Hard to find 26s. So I would recommend 700C, 28, 29, whatever, as long as it's that rim.
How do you feel about the spoke situation, Miguel?
More is more.
More is more. Could do everything lighter, but it wasn't that bad. Like we've done a lot of kilometers,
Yeah.
really heavy bikes, and we're still here.
You've made it this far.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Lighter
could
is
do it
better.
lighter. It's probably nicer,
Balance.
but it's just probably faster.
Favorite part of the trip so far?
I think my favorite overall part of this trip is the fact that like we're all of a sudden part of this big, giant community.
Like,
Like you roll up next to somebody else that's got bike bags on their bike, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're
Best
chatting
friends.
like your best friends. Like you already know that you're on the
Each
same
other's
page.
found
You're doing
moments.
some things. You can talk about anything. Like even just like how we met you and Rory. It's huge because like all of a sudden we met you guys only from like a little tiny tidbit in Istanbul when we met Rory, and then we met you, and then we were riding together for weeks. And it's
Yeah.
like that's awesome because it's pretty hard. I don't know. It's like being an adult. Sometimes people are like it's not as easy to make friends as when you were when you were a kid, but it almost feels like you're a kid because you just rock up to people and like you're just friends.
Not just like hang out for a second, you know. It's like
Yeah.
you know, Philly and Rory joined us and like hung out 24 hours
24/7.
a day
All
for
day
like
long.
a week.
Completely random.
Like that's
too,
like that's so crazy to the fact that you can just have someone come into your life and just like now I'm gonna live with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, pretty much roommates.
Like
I'm sorry.
you never meet someone on the street and just be like,
Come with me.
okay,
And
Let's
Come
hang
with
out
me.
for the
we're gonna
next
live
2
together
weeks.
for a couple weeks.
You know? I think to add on that, the community, not only within like the bike community, but also just from going into these countries, it feels like we've been accepted into a lot of
Yep.
community as well. Like you know, random people stopping us and you know asking if we're all right and asking us if we need anything or you know you get these acts of kindness where they give us some food or they help us out finding gas like
They're
yesterday.
really accommodating to travelers.
Rustam in Namangan, like helping us out or.
Go way out of your way
Yeah.
to help you out.
Yeah.
Cengiz inviting us into his home, and you know, like you know, giving us these adventures. Like that's like this whole nother level of like community that I don't think you would normally get as a traveler. Like
Oh,
I
if you're
think
traveling by car, by
No.
train, or by even by motorcycle, because like you have this shield. Like here, you're like
we're
completely
exposed. We're exposed to the
Yeah.
world, and like by being
Yeah.
exposed, we get to get people see us.
Free leaves.
highlight of the trip so far?
Albania, maybe. We got hosted in Albania. And then we went to this hotel. This guy put us up at a hotel for a couple nights. And they fed us at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And we thought they were going to charge us. And then it was crazy. And he was just being super nice.
Have you found any of it hard or difficult?
You could let every second be difficult.
In spurts, maybe.
When you're
Biking
sick.
can be hard. When you're sick, it's hard.
So we've been sick quite a lot.
What would you say to the 4 months ago you, before you started this bike tour?
Have fun.
Have fun.
Good luck.
You don't need the roadside Thompsons.
What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
Those were pretty good.
I
We
already
still don't even
got
know
it.
if those are exactly what made us
We were sick before the sun.
If we could figure out what it was that made us sick, it would definitely be like, don't do that. That's about the only thing.
Don't get sick.
Just be careful in
be
Istanbul.
careful.
Istanbul, don't trust anyone.
Don't.
Okay.
No one.
One of my other favourite stories is Miguel with the scam artist on the bridge in Istanbul. So
The first day we were in Istanbul, we go to cross this bridge. Basically, I'm walking along ahead of these guys on this bridge, and there's this guy in front of me walking with like a shoe shiner box and a brush, and he drops his brush on the ground and keeps walking, and I'm like walking behind him, so I go to pick up this brush to go give it back to him. So I give him this brush, and he's like, oh, thank you, and then he starts cleaning my shoes, and I'm like, oh, this guy's being nice. I just saved his brush. He's helped me out. Just clean my shoes, and I'm like, oh, I'll give this guy a bit of money maybe. So then he looks up at me, and he's like, no, it's 80. And I'm like, come on, buddy. So I just gave him the 20, and I kept walking, and then I go up to these guys, and they're getting their shoes shined by this other guy. These guys hadn't even...
We didn't even know it was ripped off at first.
Dale comes up to us, he's like, I just got ripped off. We're like, what do you mean? He's like, this guy dropped his brush, and we're like, oh.
We got ripped off.
So the next day,
Tables turned.
we're back in the same bridge. I gave this some thought. I'm like, these guys. So I'm walking behind this guy, and then basically he drops the brush. Different guy, not the same guy that got me.
Okay.
Different. I walked ahead, and I'm like, I'm gonna get him.
Like tourists.
So anyways, he drops the brush in front of me, and I like bend over and pick it up with one hand, and I just flick it off this bridge. And this is over a river, so like
It's gone.
it's gone. And this guy didn't even see me throw it. And he looks back, and I'm just walking casually, and the brush is gone. So then basically I keep walking. This guy puts his box down on the side of the bridge, and he comes at me. And he's like, I can't tell this story without swearing.
we can just beep it out.
Comes at me, and he's like, pushing me and shoving me around, and then he grabs his phone. He's like, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. So he like pretends to dial this thing on his phone, and he's like pretending to talk to the police, and I'm still laughing at him. And then he really starts pushing me hard, and then Jesse comes up behind me, and he starts yelling at this guy. And then this guy's starting to get a little scared.
Yeah.
His
That's
friend's
horrible.
beside him ripping someone else off. And he's like warning him that there's a whole bunch of us.
Cuts his losses.
He couldn't
Yeah.
take on all of you.
Went to find another brush, I guess.
Yeah, just rip somebody else off instead. Just go get another brush.
Attaboy Miguel.
That was
Got it.
funny.
I've learned some phrases being with you. Attaboy.
Attaboy.
These guys aren't from
Canada.
Canada, they're from Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, because Canada doesn't
Register.
register to anybody else.
Doesn't travel.
So it's Canada, or here is Canada. Now it's getting slower.
If you don't break it down, they're like Korea?
California?
Yeah.
And I'm not from Australia, I'm from Australia.
America?
Oh,
Somewhere else to wrap it up with. Oh my goodness. For me, what a journey it's been. It wouldn't be the same without you guys.
Wouldn't be the same without you, Philly.
Oh,
Good
thank you so
dynamic.
much.
Good dynamic.
Oh, see you soon.
See you very soon. Maybe in Kyrgyzstan or maybe in Canada.
Yeah, and in the UK.
And in the UK, because we have to go to this cheese factory now.
Yeah, we're going on cheese and what is it called?
The Cotswold Cheese Shop.
If I send you my address, can you send me some cheese?
He really needs it.
If I don't make it there, do you deliver?
I do like cheddar.
Okay, my plan is
Miss cheddar.
we're going to do some touring in the UK, and I'm going to take them to Cheddar Gorge. They're going to try some cheddar cheese. They'll go to the Burford cheese shop,
Yeah.
And also, obviously, we'll take them around the rest of the UK.
Some handfuls?
Yeah, handful beers. Yum.
Handful beers.
That's always yummy. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm on board with that.
Cheese on a cracker.
Lovely. Cheese on
Good
a
tent
cracker.
talk, everyone. I'm stoked.
And that is a
Tent
wrap
talk.
on the tent talk.
That's tent talk with Phil.
Tent talk.
Clap.
Oh, that was really nice. Nice.